I then pray that I'm equally from that middle level class people, and I know at that level it's not easy to climb up. And I then said, I will work hard to provide for less privilege at least 40% of my earnings, so that they will not have the problem I had growing. I borrow the word of Obafemi Awolowo that I must work hard to ensure that I give the greatest number of goods to the greatest number of people, providing egalitarian society. I've tried, and I thank God at 74. I want to thank God. I cannot remember how many people have trained up to university that are not my relatives, and I have not met them before. Conduct exercise, those who really need, and whom we can take from secondary school and get them to university and train them out, and try to see how we can establish them to grow. And I always tell them, don't come back to greet me. What have I done to you today? Work hard to do the same to somebody else, so that the chain can continue. And I'm happy, I'm very happy that the chain kept on growing. And I thank God Almighty Allah for using me as an instrument of joy to some people. Obafemi Awolowo came from Ikenne, not that a big town from the southwest. He trained himself from the corner of his house to become a lawyer through correspondence programs. And today, he worked hard to become a prominent person in the southwest and in Nigeria. And during his tenure as Premier of Western Region, he ensured that there is free primary education. And that's what catapulted the Southwest to be the leader in education in the entire country. And those who embraced him and who are so fanatical about his education program are the people in the Ekiti and Ondo. And that's where you have the greatest number of professors today. And education is a lot of wealth. Once you're educated, you know your right. You can use it as an instrument of growth. Of course, you are exposed to better things of life. And that's why I continue to give scholarships, financial assistance, bursaries to people in school. What I now go back to, maybe because I'm growing and I know what you go through in older age, I now look after widows and elderly people so that they can equally be happy at the later part of their year. And that's exactly what life is all about. I have been lucky to be involved in the politics for so long a period because of my involvement. And I joined Awolowo's party, naturally UPN, Action Group UPN. I was a ward chairman, I was a publicity secretary, I was a chairman of a ward. I became a local government chairman. During the APC time, I was the state chairman of APC in Lagos and became the deputy national chairman of that party when we merged with other political party and became AMPP. My chairman then was Yusuf Ali. He was our national chairman. And we had about 9 governors in the country. We worked hard to reposition. And it was not difficult for me to fall in line with our great leader in the national politics of Nigeria today, Ashwaju Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is another wonderfully gifted person like Baba Awolowo. Once he puts his hands on the plow of any project, he never turns back until success comes his way. And it's another good person that you have to look at. Look at what he did in Lagos State. Turning administration of Lagos State is a wonderful concept. Financial engineering, moving the state from internally generated of about 600 million per month to about 30 billion per month, without inflicting additional hardship to Lagosians, just blocking all the loopholes and making everybody to fall in line to pay. Of course, they are paying because they were happy with what he was spending the money on, and Lagos was developing. As long as you allow growth of the people to make more money, the government gets more taxes, and hence the growth was so fantastic. Those are the things one will see and say, okay, let's join forces with good people who are working hard to make the country better. And I pray seriously for him that he will emerge the president of this country, so that all the wealth of experience he has acquired along the line, he will put them to play and put Nigeria in a better position from the way they look at it. I let you know one thing. I'm in politics for a different ball game. I'm in politics not because I want to make money out of politics. I'm in politics because I want to leave something concrete behind. I want to look back that this is what I have done to improve the life of other people. And that is why I'm involved in politics. And that's why I decided if I don't have government position to improve people's life, the little I can apply it and get them into a better state of life. But whereas some people got involved in politics because one, they don't have means of livelihood, and they thought they can make money, they can take the public funds and build up themselves. So there are several classes of people in this game, and your intention, your goal, and your plans, why you are there, will determine what you do, why you are there. We are different set of a lot of people with different intentions and ambitions are in the game. But for me, if I see anybody that is good, that can improve the life of others, I will not hesitate to say, let's support this one. Because at the end of the day, we'll have a better situation in the country. It is quite different. People are in government for different reasons. Yakande came to government because he wanted to make an impact, he wanted to leave a name. And he did that and he achieved that. Oh my God. When others are in the game because they want to make money. Yakande's era, after working in the office, every Thursday we'll be with him at home from 7 till midnight, and we'll exchange your views, that's what we call then quality control. You look at what happens out, feedback period, and you improve seriously on that. We can compare that period with the period of Bola Tinubu, Fashola, Ambode, and even the present government, because you see them have a focus on what to do and what they are going to do to improve the life of the people. We had a Lagos City Transport Corporation then, but when the military came, it all went off. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought in BRT, which was closely followed by Governor Fashola, and today it's improving. You know, it was so bad that we are using even and odd numbers to be on the road. We have not expanded the land space in Lagos since then, but they have expanded a lot of roads to accommodate more people so that it could ease the problem of transportation in Lagos State. And they have done more than that. They have improved on the ferry services. They have gotten railways to embrace transportation of goods and services in Lagos State, and the buses are coming in. They've synchronized the three modes of transportation in Lagos State to an extent that we have to thank God. They've done a lot of saving man-hour, turnaround, and a lot of things that happen in Lagos. And in Lagos, that's why Lagos remains the best state in the country in terms of services to the people. And I'm happy I'm part of it. And I can always beat my chest that I've done my own little contribution toward the growth of Lagos. I have joined other private people to give sufficiently what my capacity could do. I've been able to give out rice, cash, beans, gari, don't mention it, some fruits, and I'm happy the people I send them to appreciate, and I am happy. And we are lucky in Lagos, we have an effective governor. Babajide Sanwo-Olu is doing wonderfully well. The way he's handling the COVID-19, this coronavirus pandemic, we have to thank God that we have such an energetic person in charge. He's really working hard and he's doing his best. And Lagos, we are always lucky in the last few years that we are having people who are really committed to the welfare of Lagosians. And we thank God we have this kind of a person. And maybe another good thing is that I want to thank his wife. Maybe because she's a doctor and she's giving necessary medical advice and support. And that's why the man is very strong doing his job the way he's doing it. I wish the family the best. I want to thank you. I was once a youth and you are equally gone through youthful exuberance. It is the leadership of the country that has not provided for our youth. Idle hands are the workshop of devil. No youth want to be roaming around. You can take statistics of those who graduate from universities and for several years they don't have a job. And my position, and which I kept on saying, those of us who are privileged, who have opportunity to make life better for the young ones, and we refuse and we are only concentrating on our own children, those ones you did not provide for. We destroy those you provided for at the end of the day. It's a serious situation. I've appealed to government. They should set up a special committee on social issues to probe into why the youths are in this level. Look at the crime diary and see the involvement of youth. And yet, those are the people who are saying are leaders of tomorrow. So we don't need to get them destroyed. If we don't destroy them, they will play the role we're anticipating them to play. That is being future leader. I will appeal to the media to always talk about giving good job to the youth, engaging them in fruitful things, and applying, and people in government will apply the resources to develop both inanimate and animate objects in the society so that we can be happy people. The youth have not committed any offense. Their offense is that their leaders who ought to care for them never did that. And that's our problem. Look at the way young ones are involved in drug. Go to Kano, go to Kaduna, you shed tears. How human beings are being destroyed. How they relate with themselves. It's better not be seeing what is really happening to humanity in this country. But the media, you have a role. Tell those who have opportunity to do it right. Failure to do it right will be part of those who will pay the price at the end of the day. Thank you. Well, it's unfortunate. It's very my position is very clear. The issue of the coronavirus pandemic is not limited to Nigeria. It's a global problem. And because we where we are, and that's why we have what we have. There is no shortcut to it. We must stay safe. We must obey all the protocols of this pandemic, COVID-19, so that we can have a life, especially some of us who are getting older. We must stay safe. We must obey all those rules and conditionalities attached to it. At the same time, the neglect of what you saw there never happened yesterday. Pandemic never brought them. That's the way they are. Pray, appeal, use media to appeal to people in governance to look at them and see what they can do to save the situation. Because if the situation is not addressed as soon as possible, maybe 10, 20 years, we'll also be in a terrible situation. And may God forbid that.